Going to discuss problem 2351, which is the first letter to appear twice. The question is pretty simple, straightforward, but I want you to look at this question and think about the approach you can develop. Rather than just solving the question, it's more about approach. So let me read out what's given in the question. As you can see, we are given string S of lower English letters. So you are getting an idea that there are letters from A to Z in lowercase. So there are 26 letters. Okay. So what's the next thing given? A letter A appears twice before another letter B if the second occurrence of A is before the second occurrence of B. So if you didn't understand, let me explain this. Like we have the string A B C C B A C Z. So what this question is saying, for example, A uh, 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 A appears twice before letter B. So this question is simple. Let me explain it using this drawing board. It is saying the A appears uh, twice or having twice appearance if the second appearance of A, which is here, if it occurs before the second appearance of B. For example, if you have some another string, for example, A, B, C, A, B. Okay, let this be your string. Let's focus on this string first. So it is saying A will be your answer basically if the second appearance of A, which is here, okay, if this occurs before the second appearance of B. So B, first appearance of B is here, second appearance of B is here. Okay, so this question is saying, so you have to return that letter who's having the twice appearance first. Okay, so you understand what the question is saying. And there's one more thing. S will contain at least one letter that appears twice. Okay. Matlab, there will be a solution in the string that is given to us. It means the characters that are present, will be at least one character which is occurring twice. So, okay, answer will exist. The next thing that you have to look, the constraint is very small. In this case, you can see it is 100, length is 100, and only lowercase letters. And the thing is, like you can think of brute force also when you are having very small length. Okay, when you have very larger length, then you have to use a very low complexity solution, low time complexity solution. Otherwise, it will give time limit exceed. So in brute force, you can think of n square, and then you can optimize it to big O of n solution. Okay, so let's just get the intuition of this. Let me rub this part. Oh, fuck. So, okay. So basically, answer of, let me rub this rather. Hmm. So as you can see, this is the string, and you have to return C. As you can see, the first appearance of A is here. Second appearance of the A is at this position. A B is here. Second appearance of B is here. As you can see, the C letter is here, and the second appearance is here. So the second appearance of any letter is coming here. Okay. So you can see, and you can see there's third appearance of A, but it doesn't matter if we have third appearance. It only matters the second appearance. We have to check for second appearance, not for any other appearances. So you are thinking how? We need to keep track of count of any letter. How how many letters of which letter will keep track count of is a different case. But if I say you need to keep track of only unique alphabets that are in this uh, string that is given. So what does it mean? Basically, you have to keep track of not every alphabet that is present. You need to just keep track of unique. Okay. For example, the alphabet in this string, the alphabet in the string, okay, alphabet in the string, unique alphabets are A, wait a second, A, B, C, and Z. So you need to keep track of count of the alphabets of these four alphabets only. You don't need to keep track of any other alphabets. And what you need to do next is, like for example, if you chose A, for example, then you need to keep track of the second occurrence of A. For example, the occurrence of A. Let me rub this. I hope this is readable. I hope so. Okay. Mhm. Okay. So you don't need to worry for other things. You need to just keep track of the count. For example, if you choose A in this set, why we are saying set as you have only unique elements of the string, so it will be set. And I hope you know the syntax of set. I'll explain you what is the syntax of set, but just let me explain the pseudo code. So if you choose A, we are looking for the counts. Okay. This is the zero index. This is the first index. This is the second index. This is the third index. This is fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. Okay. Like if you choose A, the first count is at the zero index. Then you'll keep check where is the second A. So if you found it, it is here. Okay, which is at fifth index. So you will keep track of the last count of the count of any alphabet. So let us take count. Okay, count. So count, or you can say index, will be much better if we say index. Let us delete this. So as you can see, the index of the second element or the second A is at index of 5. So the index is 5 because A have two occurrence. So we will check for B if B have two count or not. So you will check how one B is here. So you will make count equals to 1 or B. Then second occurrence is here. Okay, which is at index 4. You will check which element is having occurrence at the lower index. So you'll check A was having at 5 and B is having at 4. So which is lower? We will make it 4. Why will we make it 4? If you sorry, if you remember in this question it is saying I'll yeah, you can read this line. A is before the second occurrence of B. So for example, you need to return the letter which occurs twice before any other letters. Okay. It can be non-consecutive also, consecutive also, depends upon the case. For example, you can see, no, this is not the example. I'll explain you a better example later on, but you can see, okay. So for example, C, oh sorry, you'll see, take C from here because we are having unique set. So you chose C. Let me rub all of this. I guess blackboard or whiteboard was much better than online boards. So you'll choose C. C is having two occurrence or not. So you'll check how C is having first occurrence here at the second index, and the second occurrence of C is at third index. So second index, C is having second occurrence at third index. We'll check 3 is less or 4 is less. So you'll make it 3. At last, what you will return? You have to return the alphabet which occurs twice earlier, or which occurrence is having two, which occurs twice. Uh, I'll add like before any other elements. So C occurrence or the second occurrence of C is at the third index. So what you'll do, you'll return S of index. Okay, this is pretty slow. Okay, this index. So let me show you the code. You can see first we created a set. You can see this is the syntax of set. We'll write set and the type of variable you want to insert. So like we are inserting characters, so we use char. We named the set, then we inserted all the alphabets of the string or the unique alphabet in the set as set dot insert. Then what we are doing, we are considering an index variable which will be storing the minimum index of the alphabet which is having second occurrence. Okay. Then what we did for each value in set, like we chose set as I told, we chose any element from the set, then we are looking if it is having two occurrences or not in the string. Like we chose an alphabet from the set. For example, if we chose A, then we are keeping its count 0. Then from 0 till n, we are checking if it is having count 2. If it is having count 2, what we'll do, we'll compare with the other element which is having count 2 and what is the last occurrence. For example, like B second occurrence at the index 4. So, like when we came at C, we checked C is having two occurrences, yes, and the second occurrence is at 3. Like as I explained here, C is having second occurrence as index 3. So, you will check or you will take the minimum value. So, earlier you were having 4 and currently you are having 3. Okay, as I will be pointing to the position of the second occurrence of the C. Okay, then we will store the minimum value. And basically here what we are doing, we will simply returning s of index. Okay, and s of index or s of index as index is like it is having 3. So it will be pointing at the character which is having the uh, appearance twice earlier than the other character. For example, the third character is C. So we'll return s of I, which will be equals to C in this case. So let me submit this code. Let me explain you the other code. I don't know why it is beating 100% of users all of a sudden. So this was a solution of big O of n square. Why? Because big O of n, because we are having two for loops. For example, at most you can have all the alphabet, not almost because at least there is one solution. Around about all the elements you can say of the string in the set, and you are running from 0 to n for each element in the set. So it is somewhere about n square. So better solution to optimize is using a single for loop and big O of n time complexity. Like let me show you this. I saw this code. So basically what you are doing here, you are traversing through the string. You are checking if the value or if the character exists in a string or not. So what you do, you are just increasing the count of that character. Okay, you just keep increasing the count. At last, what you are doing, you are just returning this A, or you are returning the element which is which you can say which is having count 2 or which is at the first value. So let me explain it in a much better way. I don't know why this is coming at the top. So wait. So yeah, this was a solution. So basically what you're doing, you're creating a hash map or a table. Let me draw the table here. is somewhere like somewhat like this. You're storing characters. For example, first you met a character. Then what you're doing? You're keeping track if its count is two. So like a count is one. Like you are firstly, let me erase all of this stupid shit, all the stuff. Okay, your eye pointer is here at the A count is one. Then you check B. B is not in your map. So what you'll do, you'll insert it and make it count one. Similarly with C. Okay, C make count equals to one. Then what will come to next C, you'll check, huh? If C was there, yes. If C was here, what was its count? If its count was one or two, first you'll increase the count to two. You'll check it if its count is two. If its count is two, you'll simply return that character. You can see in this code what it is doing. Simply inserting the value in the map, and what is doing? It is checking if the count is two, it is simply returning that character. Otherwise, if there is no answer, then there will be A, return A. Why it is returning A? And char is the default return type of this solution. So you have to return something. So it's better to return any other character. Okay, I hope you understand the solution. It's pretty simple, but main thing what people are forgetting or what we are forgetting is not to run for numbers of question that you are solving, rather than how you are approaching problem, like from big O of n square to big O of n, and how you are optimizing things. That is more important. So see you in the next one.
And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye bye.
I don't believe in destiny, I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemy.